Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Today we're going to go back to Japan. We're going to talk about more Japanese garage punk rock and roll, just because I've been listening to tons of it, because I'm getting myself geared up for the 2023 Halloween Ball, which is held at the Loft in Shinjuku. I haven't been to one of these things in a long time and I'm way overdue. The last time I was in Japan was 2019 and I was there in October, but I was actually there at the beginning of October, so I didn't actually get around to getting to the Halloween Ball. I was taking my mum to Japan for her birthday and she wasn't able to go later in the month. I'm sure, being how cool my mum is, that if I said, hey, the Halloween Ball's on, we should go, she would have gone, because she's that cool. But I got there earlier in the month and it just was not doable. So now I'm going back and I'm pretty damn excited. So I'm going to go through a bunch of bands that are not playing at the Halloween Bowl, but they're Japanese bands that are just freaking awesome. So play along and enjoy this next episode of what's happening in Japan on the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Okay, so the first band I want to talk about is a band that I discovered while my old band was on tour. We were in Brisbane at Rocking Horse Records, and I discovered this band by I saw the record cover and was just like, this looks like a band that I would be into. The band is, of course, 54 Nude Honeys. I got this record, it was released out of the UK on a label called Mademoiselle, and I immediately was just like, this is going to sound cool. I just know it. Japan is always pretty awesome in the way that the bands, do it 200%. And the 54 Nude Honeys, I never got to see them live. But apparently there is a CD out there that comes with a DVD or something, and it's got a live show on it. But I'm sure it's been uploaded to YouTube. Most things are. And I've never even bothered to look at that. I don't know why. Maybe I'll do that after this episode. But anyway, the 54 Nude Honeys. This album, called Drop the Gun, like I said, I found it in Rocking Horse Records in Brisbane. I saw the cover and was immediately like, yep, I need this record. Now, this was way back in 2001. The reason why I know that this was 2001 is because in 2002, I went to England and there was a label there that had put out a 54 Nude Honeys record that I needed, because once I find out about a band, if they don't have a huge discography, I just need everything. I'm not sure how I found out about this label. I think I must have just Googled, but Google probably wasn't around then either. I can't remember what I was using. Probably Yahoo, Lycos search or something. I don't know. Older Vista. But anyway, I remember searching and I discovered that there was a label that was based in England, and one of the members was in a band called the Diabolics who ran that label, and they released this EP, which is a split record between the Diabolics and 54 Nude Honeys. Awesome Vince Ray cover artwork there, as you can see. And I went to the label I actually went there. They were based in London, and I just sent them an email and said, hey, I really want to come and buy this record from you. I'm going to be in London. Can I come and get it? And they were like, yeah, sure. So they gave me this address, and I remember going there, and it was just like this, like, hole in the wall thing. There was no, sign out front that this was a record store or anything like that. It was just, this record label, and I knocked on the door and I got let in, and they had stuff for sale, like, that wasn't theirs. And they basically had like a display, and they said, they're all like £1 each or £2 each or whatever. And they were all brand new records. So maybe they had a distro or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. But I just remember going through this, and I picked up a whole pile of records as well that were like £1 or £2 each, and like really cool shit. I remember getting the Chopper LP, that band Chopper that were on Crackle Records. They had a LP out, and I remember getting that for like £1, brand new, never been played, and a bunch of 7-inches and stuff like that. But this was the holy grail for me. I'd gotten into 54 Nude Honeys, I needed more, and this was available. So there you go, 2 songs from each band. Pretty damn cool. But like I said, Vince Ray artwork, how good is that? Diabolics do a cover of Beat on the Brat that you can see there, and it's a cool EP, really is. So yeah. Then when I was in Japan one time, I was shopping and I found this 7-inch for like 300 yen. So I grabbed it because, I've got to find everything. I know that there is a couple more 7-inches by this band, and I don't have them. So I am on the hunt for them when I go this time. I really want to get the complete collection of 54 Nude Honey stuff because it is really, really cool. I do have a couple of CDs. One is called Snake and Oil or something like that, and the other one is called QT Spy. It's an EP. Yeah, I've got that stuff, but CDs are under the bed in a box. I can't be bothered pulling them out. So this is a vinyl only channel for most part. So yeah, 54 Nude Honeys. Check them out. Awesome band. The next band I want to talk about is a band that was released on Sympathy for the Record Industry. So US label, but Long Gone John definitely had his hand in a lot of pies and was always kept his ear to the ground to find out what was cool, what was happening around the world. And the Banana Erectors, a Ramonesy power pop punk rock band from Japan. They were on his radar, and this LP I picked up for 500 yen from this record store in Shinjuku. If you leave the station, you've got like Disc Union is on your right when you leave the station. Remember, Disc Union is on the right, up the stairs, the Punk Market or whatever. And in front of you, a bit further over, down the street a bit, is a record store. And it's like a basement, but not really because you can see in it from the street. But you go downstairs to get into it. I don't know the name of this record store. I can't remember. But if you know it and you're in Japan, you can leave it in the comments there. You probably know the store I'm talking about. But anyway, this was in there, and immediately I was like, holy shit, I've been looking for this record. Like I said, 500 yen. Couldn't just leave it there. It comes on gold vinyl. Love that cover art. I could look at this cover art all day. I wish it was a poster or something. I could frame it and chuck it on the wall. But yeah, really, really cool stuff. So over the time, I did find these 2 7-inches, both on Sympathy, both really cheap. They were like $2 each in bargain bins around. I guess people here really don't know who the Banana Erectors are because I found both of these here. But I remember record stores back in the 90s would always order the Sympathy stuff. So there was always Sympathy for the Record Industry records around. And they were pretty cheap, like $2 or $3 each. And so that's where I found both of these. So this one's on red. This one's just plain black. But the Banana Erectors, what a cool name for a band. Awesome. Next band I want to talk about is the Bait Ones. They're in Australia very, very soon. They're coming here playing at the beginning of October. So if you are in Melbourne or Sydney and you want to check out some kick-ass garage rock and roll from Japan, the Bait Ones are here. They're playing at Luau, which is a show that I have to go to because I'm actually working a night shift. The other show that they're playing, which is at the Old Bar, which is the one I'd rather go to because it's tiny. It's really, really tiny, but it just can't be done because it's in the middle of the week when I've got to do night shifts each side and on that night as well. And if I change one shift, I have to change everything. I just can't do it. It's limited to 300 copies. I have a copy of this for sale at sonicshakes.com if you want this record, and you should have it because it's freaking awesome. So the Bait Ones, and that way you could buy it and prepare yourself for the gig that is coming up like I said, at Luau and at the Old Bar here in Melbourne. The Bait ones, really cool lo-fi garage rock and roll. You know you want it. Check them out. This is all I've got. This is one 7-inch. So yeah, Time Bomb Records, awesome label out of Osaka. The last band I want to talk to you about is a band called Saigon Terror. This is the 7-inch release on Erostica Records. I love this cover art. It's Rockin' Jelly Bean, and there's your back cover. It's cool. It's got a skateboard on it. I'm all down for that. But yes, Thrash the Zombies. It's a 2-track 7-inch. One side's called Switchblade, the other side's called Insane. If you're wondering what Saigon Terror sounds like, it's kind of D-beat. Like thrash metal punk, I guess is the best way you could describe it. Pretty cool, lots of riffs. I really like this stuff, and I buy everything that has Rockin' Jelly Bean's artwork on it because I'm a huge fan of his art. And yeah, this is your inner sleeve here. But there you go, Saigon Terror. Saigon Terror. This record is available now, or it might be sold out already. I can't remember, but you can grab yourself a copy if you find it. I bought this one via mail order through Time Bomb Records. So if you are interested in D-beat stuff or metal punk from Japan, Time Bomb Records website is where I got it from, so they may still have copies. While you're there, pick up the other Erostica releases. There's a bunch there, the High Mart, Soul Crap, although I think Soul Crap. Two of them I bought when I was at Rockin' Jelly Bean's store in Harajuku, which was these two records right here. I bought his book and I bought these two records. This is all they have. I mean, this one's by the Stompin' Riff Raffs. Now, I love the Stompin' Riff Raffs. The Stompin' Riff Raffs came to Melbourne once. This is a side note, I guess, because fuck it, let's talk about them. They're awesome. The Stompin' Riff Raffs came to Melbourne and they played a free show at the Retreat in Melbourne on Sydney Road there. And oh my God, I didn't know them, but I knew that there was a band from Japan playing and they were doing a free show. Now, immediately, if there's a band from Japan coming to Australia, I'm going to be there. I'm going to do my best to get to that show. And I went and was absolutely blown away by just how good this band was. They were freaking awesome, and I was just so into it. It's just really good garage rock and roll. They just kicked ass. They were really, really good. So I bought this 7-inch while I was there. Got the band to sign it. after the show because I'm a nerd like that. There you go on the back cover there. Now, Stompin' Riffraffs are playing at the Halloween Ball, and I'm pretty damn excited about that. I get to see them again because they are really, really good. My friend Kenny from the Bronx said to me once that this was his favorite garage rock and roll band out of Japan. So there you go. That's pretty high praise. And he would know because he's got a pretty good ear to the ground when it comes to garage rock and roll from Japan, being that he's from Japan. But yeah, Stompin' Riffraffs, awesome band. Do yourself a favor, check this band out. Really, really cool shit. If you don't care for garage rock and roll, then don't waste your time. But if you're watching this channel, I assume you do. You love this stuff. So yeah, Stompin' Riffraffs, awesome, awesome band. Yeah, good stuff. Back to Saigon Terror. This record rules. It's really heavy. It's just really cool riffage. It's really good stuff. So yeah, I mean, you can try and collect all on the with these Rock and Jelly Bean covers. There's like 5 now, and this is 3 of them. The other one is by the High Marts, but I'm going to get to the High Marts in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. I'm going to get out of here and listen to more records. You should too. Or if the sun is actually shining like it is today, maybe I should get out and go for a walk, which I'll probably do as well. I feel like a donut, actually. But anyway, take care, look after yourselves, and take care of each other. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you in Japan at the Halloween Ball in 21st, 22nd of October. I don't know why they didn't do it on Halloween. Maybe they just couldn't because of scheduling conflicts and stuff. But anyway, it's on the 21st, 22nd of October. It's in Japan. The tickets are 2 days, 7,000 yen for 40 bands. 40 bands at 7,000 yen. Now, if you're wondering what 7,000 yen, it's like 75 bucks. You can't get that kind of deal many places, if any. But it's Japan, and Japan rules. So I'll see you there if you're going. If not, go buy some records. See you later. Bye-bye.